5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. This is Shot 30 Podcast. And I'm back. I'm Shayne Newbert. Why have the Bears done this to me? They make me feel like a jelly bean. They're terrible at football. I don't even wanna make a phone call. The Bears, they suck. They really fucking do. They look like a pile of poopy-doo. And I don't know how to fix this team. All I wanna do is scream, scream, scream! Mitchell Trubisky, why do you suck? Khalil Mack, you look like a fuck. Why are we so bad? You are a football team that makes me sad. I don't know how to stop the music. Now I do. And this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I am Shayne Newbert. And yeah, I'm a little bit under the weather. Yeah, maybe my voice might sound a little bit different than the day it did before. And partially because the Bears are playing terrible football. We're big Bears fans. We love it when the Bears are playing good football. But right now they're not. And they're eliminated from the playoffs, at least as far as I see it. They suck. They really suck. Come on. Come on, get it together, boys. I mean, girls. That's what I'm saying. Because you're playing like a bunch of girls. And no disrespect. No disrespect for any females out there listening to the podcast. Because I think you guys are probably girls are probably better at playing football than our boys are. And that kind of hurts my feelings. I buy these Bears football jerseys every single goddamn week, and they keep sucking. And when we say they suck, what do we mean by you suck? Suck a thumb? Suck a dick? Suck candy like a lollipop? I don't know. But this is Shot 30 Podcast. I am Shayne Newbert. And I'm back with the solo cast, and they're going to keep coming at you. Sorry I've been sick, and I've been working on the stand-up comedy. I've got a big day coming up. Timarie's taking me to L.A. That means Los Angeles. Not liking asses. I do like asses. I like a nice ass. But L.A. doesn't mean that. It means Los Angeles. And I am Shayne Newbert, and maybe I'm a little bit more sad than I normally am. Maybe I'm not as upbeat as you want me to be, and that's okay. It's got to be okay. It's okay for me to be down in the dumps, shit. But man, Shot 30 Podcast is sponsored by Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies. Visit her on Facebook, Instagram, and get some delights. I know that Mrs. Newbie's comes into my house, and she tries to get me ready for a Bears game by treating me with delights. And even the delights aren't enough. That's a really bad promotional fucking aspect that I'm trying to take. But not even sweets are enough to make up for how bad the Bears are. And I got this jersey from DH Gate. Have you visited DH Gate? You can visit Mrs. Newbies on Facebook or Instagram and get your baked delights, a cake, cookies, cupcakes. But DH Gate also supplies me with all these goddamn jerseys I'm wearing because I like to wear jerseys. And there's a big Patriots-Ravens game tonight. And I know I'm going to pretend to be a Ravens fan. And Timarie's going to wear a Tom Brady jersey. And if you don't know who Tom Brady is, well, you're probably living in the Stone Age with the dinosaurs. Have you ever thought about, Do you think dinosaurs were real? What if they were? What if that was real? What if that moment in time was real? Dinosaurs. Can you imagine walking up beside a Bronchiolitis and like being like, "Sup, dude? Oh, yeah, that tree tastes good? You must be vegan." And I had a guy get mad at me the other day. Tell me I was stupid. Because I said, I think that you need a healthy diet of greens and meats and fats. And he said, "Oh, you only say that because you're a meat eater. You just want to eat meat." Well, if you give me a Brussels sprout that tastes as good as a steak, well, you put a little steak sauce on it. You give me a Brussels sprout with a little steak sauce on it, and it tastes yummy. Well, maybe you just changed my mind. And I don't hate vegans. I love I don't want to, they're living animals out there. I don't want to kill them. I don't want to see them die. I don't want to see them in these plantations ready to die. But for some reason, I am a shithead who goes and buys that meat from Walmart. And until you give me something that's as tasty as meat, I can't change my mind. I almost had people talk me out of eating McRibs. And McRibs, there ain't nothing better than getting a McRib meal and the other one for $1. Second McRib for $1? And I understand, that maybe it's like 77% pig intestines. But damn, pig intestines taste like fucking heaven. And this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I'm going to take myself a quick shot, and we'll lead into a little bit more. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'm not going to lead back into pig intestines. It's just something I don't want to talk about. I love pigs. You can look it up. There's actually a story about a pig out there. This woman got a pig for her birthday and she didn't want it, so her mom took it. And her mom thought that, maybe this pig will taste really good with some eggs and pancakes in a few months after it gets a little bigger. A few months goes by and this woman really falls in love with this little pig. I don't know why I said pig like that. It's like I'm trying hard to talk and words aren't coming out the way I want them to. But I did drink while watching the Bears, so I am a little intoxicated, But this woman had this pig, and she fell in love with it, and then she had a heart attack. She was dying. And the pig broke out of the house. Her pet pig broke out of the house, went into the middle of the street and played dead right in the middle of the street. A car stopped, and when a person came up to this little pig, the pig ran home and showed the other person, "Hey, my owner, my master, my best friend is dying." And saved this woman's life. She was having like a heart attack or a stroke. I don't really know the difference of the two. I think that both of them are both pretty bad, so that's probably where they're pretty equal. And save the owner's life. This little pig saved its owner's life. And are we that loyal to each other? I hope we are. And if we're not right now, maybe we should get a little bit better at that. Because if a pig can save our lives, maybe we should be able to save each other's lives. You know what I'm saying? But Shot 30 Podcast is also sponsored by Conspiracy Kimonos. And I watched Nate Diaz get his ass whooped the other day. And I like Nate Diaz. But he got whooped. And Nate Diaz is on a vegetarian diet. But he still lost in UFC. But if he would have had a Conspiracy Kimono gi on, maybe he would have won. Maybe he should work on his jujitsu a little bit more. And that's what Conspiracy Kimonos is bringing you. They're bringing you a custom-made gi for jujitsu. And you can visit them on Facebook and Instagram. And it's a good friend of mine. And he also hasn't been returning my phone calls lately. And it's probably because I haven't been posting podcasts promoting his business. And that maybe means that I'm a bit of a slug. But have you ever felt sluggish? Like where you just don't want to do shit? Yeah, maybe I could make $1 off a podcast. But I could make $100 of happiness laying in bed with my wife with my face between her butt cheeks. And have you ever just been suffocated in butt cheeks? And this is for a male or a female, not for children. And I also do want to start saying, hey, this podcast isn't for young kids, so don't listen to this podcast if you're under the age of 18. This is for adults. So back off. We get something to ourselves. Shit, kids take over everything. They take over our Netflix accounts. They take over our fucking socks. Shit, I even know a fucking couple of kids who take over our like underwear storage. Quit wearing my underwear. I'm a boy, you're a girl. Why would my kids try to wear my underwear? That's disgusting. So I started shitting in my own underwear just so they wouldn't wear them. And then not washing them. And they still wear them. That shit's for like baboons, you know? Like, why would you wear my underwear? That's sick. Let us adults have something. We've got drinking, but you kids still do it because I did it when I was a child. I still drank underage. Me and my old buddy, we used to drink like we'd drink a beer, like a Coors Light. We'd sneak it in at about 2 a.m. once everybody was asleep. And then he'd always be like, oh, let's also eat Oreos. And then I'd feel sick. I'd feel like I want to puke every night. And it's because that asshole wanted me to drink a Coors Light and then eat Oreos. And now, being an adult, I can understand that Oreos are still good. But Coors Light, that's fucking gross. Drink a Bud Light, dude. Man, my buddy's parents must have been broke. Because if we're drinking Coors Light, that's fucking disgusting. Man, we could totally drink a Bud Light and everything would be fine. But Coors Light is for you sickos out there. Who drinks a Coors Light? If you're listening to this and you drink a Coors Light, let me know why. Like, do you have a problem? Are you disgusting? Like, have you not showered in a month? And I do know a person. That doesn't shower very often. And how could you be like that? Like, even if you just want, like, if I didn't want people to think I smelled good, well, I just would, like, maybe, like, rub poo-poo on me. Or, like, I don't know, rub deer urine on me. But I would still shower. How can you have that film in your belly button? My wife taught me about belly button filth. She said, have you ever reached in your own belly button? I said, why would I do that? My belly button, don't you touch my belly button. Jesus. But at one time she told me to go in and surveillance my own belly button. And my life was kind of changed after that. I had to look at my belly button kind of like I looked at like, you know, like the Vietnam War. Like, I don't want to be in there. But sometimes we got to do stuff we don't want to do. And I found stuff in there that shouldn't have been in there. So clean your belly buttons. You know, maybe you have a toothbrush that's specified for belly button cleaning. And I don't know. Maybe I'm talking about a lot of nothing right now. I'm just really sore from that Bears game. My butt took a pounding during that Bears game. Just, you know, like you see me moving back and forth. That's just because they were raw dogging me like I didn't even exist. And I don't personally like being raw dogged. At least put a condom on. And if you're going to I've never personally given a blowjob or even a blowjob with someone wearing like a flavored condom. But that's like, that'd be nice if someone to offer me while watching a Bears game. Like, hey, suck my strawberry flavored condom. I'd rather do that than suck a latex flavored condom while I'm watching the Bears. Because they fucking suck. How about you Call of Duty players out there? I'm going to take a quick shot. This is Shot 30 Podcast. And if you're offended, then stick around because maybe I'll say something less offensive. Call of Duty. I remember my buddies and I used to play Call of Duty all night long. And you can call me a millennial. Why the fuck do people even do that? You're a millennial. Man, my voice sounds like fuck right now. I hope it sounds okay on the mic. I hope it sounds like Timarie didn't put her strap on it, ram it down my throat. She's done that a couple times. Just rammed it down. And, you know, Timarie doesn't do things very lightly. So when she buys a strap on, she gets a fucking 10-inch dildo. And then when she's forcing it in my mouth, I'm like, come on, where's Jesus right now? What? Jesus wouldn't want this? And she said, well, if you wanted Jesus to want this, maybe you should go to fucking church on Sundays. And I wish I would go to church a little bit more often. You know, I wish I would visit Yahweh and wish I would open my heart to the Lord a little bit more. But I don't know if the Lord loves me or would accept me. Because here I am, I'm this troubled man. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy. But I'm troubled. I'm a sad guy sometimes. And I'm just scared that the Lord would turn his shoulder on me. I'd be in there for confession. And the Lord would say, you can confess all you want, but you're still going to hell, you fucking white fuck. And I always remember that I think to myself, why does God think like, why does he say that I'm just a color? Why would you call me that? Why would you call me white? And then he always answers back and he says, it's because you are white. You're white and you're bad. You rich white person. And I'm not rich. I'm not a rich white person. And I think that has a lot to do with our society today. A lot of people think that white people are rich, or black people are poor, or Mexican people are in our country because we built a wall, but we never built a wall. And a lot of white people never built a wall to black people to say, like, I don't like you. And black people didn't build a wall back to white people that said, I don't like you either. You know, racism is such a sad thing. I love white people. I love Mexican people. I love Chinese people, Asian people, black people. I just love people. Some of the greatest people I've ever met. I still don't even know what race they are. I don't even know, like, maybe they're just running a race and I still have never even seen their skin color. I just love people. But then I'll get a message from, like, somebody being mad, like, you don't know what we went through, and I don't know what you've been through. And I accept that. I accept that I don't know what you've been through as a person, or maybe what your skin color has been through. But I know I'm sad. I know I'm sad that the Jewish people had to go through a Holocaust. I guarantee your ass, I've read Mein Kampf. Mein Kampf. I've read that. I've read Four Perfect Pebbles. I've read about Auschwitz. And that's so sad. It's so sad that even, you know, and I know that there was like guards in Auschwitz that were like, man, don't think that you should go through this because you're a kind person. And I know that people have thought like, hey, maybe we shouldn't bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I don't know if Nagasaki's real. God, I'm so stupid. I wish I was smarter so I could say smarter things to you guys. But like, I bet there was people who thought like, maybe we shouldn't be in this war. Like, I don't want to shoot you. Like, we're just going to line up and shoot each other. We don't even know each other. We're just battling someone else's problems. And war really hurts my feelings so bad. I think war is terrible. Especially when we just dropped a bomb on Hiroshima. And innocent people who were just teaching their children how to read that night. Or like teaching their newborn baby how to walk. They're just holding their hands and we're just walking. And then boom, a bomb kills them. It's the same thing, Afghanistan and the World Trade Center. Like, man, thousands of people just went to work that day. Like, I love you, baby. See you, my son. I give him a kiss. See you, puppy. My good puppy, like a good, like, Cocker Spaniel. And I'm not saying Cocker Spaniel because I just want to say cock. I'm saying it because they love their dog, which is a Cocker Spaniel. But, like, boom, they're just gone. And death is so bizarre. Death is so bizarre. Have you ever really sat back and thought about death? That everything's just gone. Your life, you never get another thought. They never get another thought. They never get another chance to make things good or right. I don't know if I agree with the death penalty. I think I do. I think if the death penalty means like you've murdered a lot of people, or you raped a little kid, or you raped innocent women, or even innocent men. I'm not classifying it as a gender thing, but like, just to think about death is a weird, bizarre thing because they never get another breath, another thought, another anything. Everything just ends at that split moment, and then we leave it up to our faith and our beliefs after that to what comes after that. If my wife, oh my God, I don't even like to, I'm going to take a shot. Definitely got to take a shot. But hey, Shot 30 podcast shirts are available for sale. Visit Shayne Newbert or Timarie Newbert or Shot 30 Podcast on Facebook or Instagram, and you can buy one today. We have the That's Okay shirts and the Shot 30 Podcast shirts, which you've seen in multiple people who are professional powerlifters, and stand-up comedians are rocking the shirts. So why aren't you? What was I talking about? Death. I was talking about something to do with death. But, I was going to say about Timarie. If my wife was dead, if I woke up tomorrow and Timarie was dead, oh my God. First things first. I don't know if I'd want to be alive in a world without my wife, without my best friend. And I've got a lot of really good friends, but none as perfect as her. I just don't know what I would do without her. Like, I don't know what I'd think. And I've never had an STD. I know that sounds a bit random here, but Timarie's got herpes. She's got little bubbles on her mouth. And so she's been sad about her herpes. And I said, baby, don't be sad about them. Embrace them. And then she was like, I look disgusting. I look like Deadpool without his mask on. And I said, I think you look like a hot fucking batch of fucking homemade eggs. Like a chicken just hatched a lot of really good looking eggs. That's the way your face looks right now. A lot of bumps, like a lot of really good hatching eggs. So I tried to kiss her face. Don't kiss my face. That's what she said to me. And I said, well, let me kiss your face. Because if you get to have something as beautiful as that on your face, well, I want it too. And she was kind of like weirded out by it. But I thought it was kind of like a loving moment. Kind of like a John Lennon and Yoko Ono. And a lot of you don't know that John Lennon used to beat Yoko. But I don't beat my wife. I just try to get some herpes eggs off her face and put them on mine. Like maybe what if it isn't herpes? What if a spider hatched eggs on her face? Bit her in the middle of the night or just squatted and hatched some eggs? Well, I want them to be on my face too because I'd like to be a spider face. I love Spider-Man. I know the way this works. And she's not going to get superpowers and me not. Have you seen the studio? Have you seen the shit? I love superheroes. How's she going to get to be Spider-Man and me not? That's not fair. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. But also, Shot 30 Podcast is also sponsored by Jerome Lovely. If you need a male escort in the Quad City or Chicago area, this is a male escort service. And what they bring to you is companionship for a night, for a couple days, for a baseball game, football game. And I hope Jerome Lovely doesn't take you to a Bears game because Jerome Lovely's a good looking guy, but not enough to compromise for the fact that the Bears are that bad at football. It's kind of sad when you look at it in this like vision of, hey, I just want a good night, but I don't want it with the Bears. That's really sad for me because I've pictured me and Timarie being banged by Khalil Mack. But not after this loss. No way. Not after today's game. God damn. But I do want to also let you know we did do a Halloween episode and then I got sick and I did not have time. But what we are doing, Shot 30 Podcast is doing a Thanks for Giving this Thanksgiving charity event for homeless or people in need of a Thanksgiving dinner. We are taking donations, canned goods, money donations, footballs, coloring books, crayons. We're taking everything and we're going to donate them to families who need it this Thanksgiving. And this was Timarie's idea. And I just love that Timarie Newbert brings out something so good in my heart. She brings out something so warm in my heart and makes me want to be able to do this for you guys. So please visit the Facebook page, Instagram page. If you want to donate anything, please do. That's what we can grow from here. Shot 30 Podcast can be stronger than just a stupid, silly comedy podcast, you know? And Timarie has got me tickets for LA. I am going to be doing stand-up in LA soon. And I know we've got a small fan base out in LA who really are ready for this and happy that we're going to be doing this. And I do want to make up for a mistake that I made. I said a buddy of mine in LA on a podcast. And I'm sorry I said a buddy of mine and I didn't say his name. JD Spets, I love you, bro. And you keep me level-headed. And you're a great stand-up comedian. And you do a lot for me personally to make me calm and think level-headed. And I do want to give you an open apology on the podcast. And then there's somebody else that I want to say something to. Kyle Sheridan. He's a power lifter. And I've known him for a long time. And he's a great power lifter. And I think that you are destined for greatness. He's such a great man. He's strong. He's deadlifted 765 for 2. You ever picked up 765 pounds for 2? I have, because I was a way better powerlifter than Kyle Sheridan. But most of the world hasn't. Kyle Sheridan's a great guy. And Riley Clark, I want to wish you a very happy birthday on this podcast. It's a few days late, but I don't care. And Kurt Aker and Chris Turpin, you guys did great at your competition. I saw all your lifts. You looked great. Oh, sorry. I'm a little gassy. But it's because I've been drinking all day. Jeff, Nina, Taz, I want to say something special to you guys. I love you guys. But Timarie Newbert, you're my best friend. And I'll never take a breath without remembering how much I love you. This is Shot 30 Podcast. Shot 30 Podcast survives because you guys listen, you like, and you share. So please, like it and share it. And maybe do something good with your time today. Also, visit Tremaine Jordan Buttery Blends coming out of Kewanee. He's a barber. He's great. Also, Handmade by Haley. She comes out with custom designs. Handmade by Haley. Custom wooden designs. She does especially seasonal items. Go visit her. But visit them today, both on Facebook. That is Buttery Blends by Tremaine Jordan and Handmade by Haley Paxton in Kewanee, both in Kewanee. But this is Shot 30 Podcast. I am Shayne Newbert. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe. And I don't know if God's out there. I hope he is. And I hope he thinks that we're good people. So do your good person thing of the day. Go buy someone food at McDonald's. Go send your old friend a message. Go help someone across the street. Help someone carry groceries. Hold the door. Do anything. Do something good today. I'm Shayne Newbert. Thank you. And still, even though our season's over, go Bears. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And hey, Timarie Newbert, if you're listening, I love you, babe.